Good morning, everyone. A little old couple walked slowly into a McDonald's that cold winter evening. They looked out of place amid the young families and young couples eating there that night. Some of the customers looked admiringly at them. You could tell that what their admirers were thinking. Look, there is this couple who has been through a lot together, probably for 60 years or more. The little old man walked right up to the cash register, placed his order with no hesitation, and then paid for their meal. The couple took a table near the back wall and started taking food off their tray. There was one hamburger, one order of French fries, and one drink. The little old man unwrapped a plain hamburger and carefully cut it in half. He placed one half in front of his wife. Then he carefully counted out the French fries, divided them in two piles, and neatly placed one pile in front of his wife. He took a sip of the drink, and his wife took a sip of the drink, and then they set the cup down between them. As the man began to eat his few bites of hamburger, the crowd began to get restless. Again, you could tell what they were thinking. That poor old couple, all they can afford is one meal for the two of them. As the man began to eat his French fries, one young man stood and came over to the old couple's table. He politely offered to buy them another meal for them to eat. The old man replied that they were just fine. They were used to sharing everything. Then the crowd noticed that the little old lady hadn't eaten a bite. She just sat there watching her husband eat and occasionally taking turns sipping the drink. Again, the young man came over and begged them to let him buy them something to eat. The man again explained that no, they were just used to sharing everything together. As the little old man finished eating and was wiping his face neatly with a napkin, the young man could stand it no longer. Again, he came over to their table and offered to buy some food. After being politely refused again, he finally asked the question of the little old lady, "Ma'am, why aren't you eating? You said that the two of you share everything. What is it that you're waiting for?" She answered, "The teeth." That's sharing a little too much if you ask me. Okay. So I'm going to go down this week's list of activities. There's a lot going on for Resident Appreciation Week, but there's a couple other things that are going to be going on in the park here as well that I just want to make sure that we highlight and let you all know. Of course, we're having we're showing Grease here today at 2 o'clock. It's the Grease Sing-Along. And some people have asked about, was it the movie? What is it? What it is it's actually the movie, but they play the words, they show the words to the songs. And so it's a great time. We enjoyed it thoroughly when we went as a group together, so we hope that you all come out for that. And we are going to be serving popcorn for those who are coming, and we're going to be serving, we'll have popcorns and some soda. So we're going to do that at 2, so we'll be out of here on time for bingo to go on this evening. So bingo will still be going on, so be here and ready to play by 6:15. Now, normally on Monday, they have line dance from 12 to 4, but I spoke with Diane in advance, and she thankfully allowed us to use in here, and then she's going to move her line dancing class till Wednesday. So on Wednesday, they will have line dancing class in here from 12 to 4. Okay, And then the other thing that's going on outside of Resident Appreciation Day stuff is that there is a dance here on Saturday with Rick Arnold at 7 o'clock. I'm sure someone's going to give you a little bit more information about that. So we already talked about the Grease sing-along. So I'm going to move to tomorrow, Tuesday, 6 to 9. We're going to have a sock hop here at the clubhouse. We will be serving some food, and we will provide entertainment for you all, which is going to be Wendy and Dennis Jager. And so we hope that everybody comes out for that. Wednesday is the staff versus resident water volleyball game at 1:30 out at the pool. And then later on in the evening, there's going to be a show in here, Nostalgia by Randy Riggle. On Thursday, that is the catered meal and music in the Bash area with beer, wine, and soda. There's 2 seatings. The first seating is at 2 o'clock, and the entertainer will be Pete Ruano. And the second seating is at 4, and the entertainer will be Joyce Boyman. And then ending up the week, on Friday, we will have a Resident Appreciation Day tournament winner ceremony. So for those of you who win in anything, please come at 1:30, and we are going to be giving out prizes then. Something else that is going to be going on in here this week is that there is going to be someone in painting the mirror room on Wednesday. So I know that Wednesday morning is open in there. I don't think there's anything going on. I know on Wednesday afternoon that there is cards going on. So the only thing that we ask you, you can use that room. We just ask for you not to come up against the wall that he is freshly painting. So we won't be interrupting any of your activities in there. It's going to smell like fresh paint because he's painting in there. But just try to avoid, and it's this wall that is on the inside, the closest wall here to the door. Okay. All right. On March 29th, the New England Club is having their cookout 5 to 7 in the Bash area. Please sign up in the States book. Bring a dish to share. Bring your own drinks and plates, and bring your own drinks. And that's it. Okay, plates and utensils will be provided. Okay. All right. Just a reminder that Elaine Wampler's courthouse class will be Wednesday, April the 5th. The sign-up sheet is in the club book on the credenza, and it's under the Genealogy Club tab. There will be a Tanglewood Day in Michigan, Thursday, August 10th, 2017. Please check the state books for details and sign up. Okay, on March 29th at 9 o'clock in the morning, we are going to be offering a CPR and first aid training here. And the cost is going to be $35 for those who are interested. If you are interested in attending that CPR first aid class, please come and see me, and I will gladly give you more information. Or you could also call this number for more information. The number is 561-718-0104. And Miller Dynamics is going to be the one who is doing that CPR class. And I am also going to be hanging the flyer up on the information board out here outside of my office. With that, I hope everyone has an absolutely wonderful week. I am super excited, really looking forward to this week and spending time with you all. So have a wonderful week, and thank you so very much.
I got a bunch of stuff, so listen up and take notes. There will be a quiz. First off, craft fair tables. I'm selling them from my little table over by the sound booth there. The craft fair is November 11th. I've got 13 tables left. And if you're one of the people who from last year said, oh, I'm going to be back, save my place, you got to come and pay me my $5 soon, or it'll be gone. I thank you for that. Now, the TWR Times word game. This is one of the Appreciation Day events. The word game is going to be at 10 o'clock today. We thought it would be right after coffee, but since we don't seem to have a sponsor, we might have a little bit of a time to hang out and socialize. 10 o'clock in the community room. This is a word find game. Christy and Greg Plank made it up, so you know it's going to be devilishly clever, right? There is, I think we've got room for 5 more people to sign up. Christy, something like that, 5 more? And everybody will get something, okay? Tomorrow, Tiddlywinks. That's my specialty. I am probably the reigning Tiddlywink tournament organizer in this park. It will be tomorrow at noon, right in this room. You will find us because we're the only game in town tomorrow, really. The sign-up sheets are still on the credenza, but if you don't sign up, you can still come. We're cool about that. Now, April the 6th, now this is a diversions committee event, is the vendor fair and cupcake caper. You remember the vendor fair? We've got, I think we got like 15 people signed up for that. That's where people who have businesses or services in the park that they offer to residents, they can come and set up a table and put out their business cards and give out information. It's not going to be like a craft fair. There's not going to be stuff for sale, although if you take special orders, that's another story. So tables for that, if there are any vendors there, and I know we've got more than we've got signed up, $2 a table. And it runs from 11 until 2, so you don't miss out on much of your day. And because you're here during lunchtime, we're going to be running the cupcake caper at the same time. Now, that will be a judged competition. You bring in 1 batch of cupcakes. We take one and give it to the judges. They will cut it up, and rate it on presentation or appearance, taste, of course, texture, and if there's something special about it, some special recipe, that gets points too. We need you to come between 10:30 and 11:30 to sign in your cupcakes at that first table there. There are prizes for the top 2 ranked cupcakes, and it's going to be a lot of fun. The cupcakes that are not cut up and judged will be for sale at the window. 50 cents a piece, $5 a dozen, and you can pick and choose which ones you want. They won't be prepackaged or anything. If you guys got any questions about any of this good stuff, see me. You know where to find me. Thank you.
Mary Ann Jones for the variety show. We are in the planning stages for next year's show. So if you have a talent and want to perform in this very unique variety show, please apply. We are looking for people who play an instrument, dance, sing, juggle, or anything else that is entertaining. We especially want groups, neighborhoods, or your friends to consider putting together comedy skits. This is what the show was founded on, and is what your fellow Tanglewood community members love to see. Please sign up in the book that will be back on the credenza labeled Variety Show Sign-Ups for 2018.
Good morning, Dave Bernella for the Breakfast Committee. We had a very good turnout Saturday. We fed our 300 people in just 49 minutes, so we were really pleased about that. We didn't sell out at the breakfast. We still have a few tickets left. I guess this, people are starting to go home, but we still have a few tickets left for the next month's breakfast. Rita Donde got a new knee, so she's our treasurer, and will not be selling tickets, but Brenda, my wife, she's selling the tickets. She's right over here on a table, and if you need to, give us a call and we'll get tickets to you. There's still just a few left. Looking forward to seeing you at the next breakfast. Thank you. I'm sorry. Next menu is French toast. I don't know. Brenda, what? Smoked sausage. Hey, we have to get the bacon in there one of these days soon. Thank you.
Good morning, Tanglewood team. I'm Lynn Arvey from the Travel Committee, and that's a little bit high for me, so I need to pull this over. If you enjoy Christmas shows, and I have heard a lot of you say you missed the fact that our special event show this past Christmas didn't have enough Christmas music in it, but if you enjoy Christmas shows, you might want to consider going to Myrtle Beach with us November 26th through December 2nd. We will see 4 holiday shows during our stay there, in addition to a visit to Broadway at the Beach, Brook Green Gardens, and Free Time in Charleston, South Carolina. This 7-day, 6-night trip has a cost of $635. To secure your place, please make a deposit of $75 plus $59 for optional insurance. March 16 of 2018, not this year, 2018, we will be going to the Winter Park Art Festival. And if you want to guarantee your place on this trip, please pay the total cost of the trip, which is $32. Our travel committee meeting last Monday, we brainstormed ideas for day trips for the 2017-18 season. Be sure to stay tuned for the planned trips, and I was handed detailed information for one trip already this morning. So let me tell you about this one. The Mystery Dinner Train. You have asked us to do this again. So Wednesday, December 6th, it's the Nutcracker's final curtain. The early cost is $105 per person. If you pay after October 31st, it's $115. Be sure to join the Mouse King as everyone attempts to solve the mystery and enjoy a good dinner and a lot of fun. The book is not on the credenza yet, but please wait with a bated breath. It will be out this afternoon. Thank you. Have a good day.
Good morning. I'm Pat Parks from Shuffleboard. Our appreciation tournament is this morning at 10 o'clock. If you've not signed up, that's fine. Just come anyway. The appreciation tournament for golf, the card game is this evening, beginning at 6:30. Again, if you've not signed up, come anyway. This weekend is our final in-park tournament of the season. Sign-up sheets will be out starting tomorrow. That's on Saturday at 10. Our party, end of the season party, will be in the activity center beginning 12:30 or 1 o'clock on Saturday. Runs through about 3.
Jan Carbaugh with the dance committee. As Billy mentioned, we were having a dance this Saturday night with Rick Arnold. He'll be entertaining from 7 to 10. Doors open at 6:30. Residents are still $5 and guests are $6. Come on out and join us. We always have a good time. Bring your own snacks. We put ice on the table and have
in case you were wondering, our sponsor today was supposed to be the Bug Man. So if you have bugs, you'll have to contact him personally. But anyway, Shirley made mention of the fact that she is running the Tiddlywink program and is basically our Tiddlywink queen. She mentioned that she's running the only one here in Tanglewood. I would guess that she's probably the only one in the world. But anyway, I've been asked to mention that the ladies' luncheon is March 30th, and it's going to be at the Don Jose, and you'll be ordering off the menu, so make sure you let the appropriate folks know about that. Speaking of meals, Special Meals will be celebrating spring on April the 18th. They'll be having a dinner, just $8, and it will feature glazed ham, gratin potatoes, Normandy blend vegetables, assorted rolls, appetizer, dessert, coffee, and tea. The meal will be served at 5:30, and the doors will open at 5, and you can get a carryout at 6 p.m., and containers are provided. Advance tickets are available on Monday Morning Coffee until April the 10th. Okay? Mentioning garage sale tables are still available, just a few, and you can see Sybil over there in the corner if you're interested for the March 31st and April 1st program. Remember, March 31st is the evening program, open only to Tanglewood people, and Saturday, April 1st is the onslaught from the community. So those of you who have tables, you've gotten a little information about what time you can come and set up. You can do that. Make sure you have a cover for your table, and they'll be setting up at that time. Also, those of you who don't have a table but have some things in the garage or the spare room or wherever that you'd like to get rid of, the TMAC table in the mirrored room is always available, and you can bring that up about 4 o'clock on Friday night, Friday afternoon, I should say, and we'll put a ridiculous price on them and sell them for ridiculous prices when the people come in on Friday night or when they come in on Saturday. So if you have something, you know, Aunt Sally's lamp that you can't bear to look at anymore, whatever it might be, bring it up, put it on the TMAC table. You'll be surprised at what people will buy. So if you're looking for a table, it's $7, and you can see Sybil, as I said. And also, if you'd like to have a table for next year's, and that's the fall garage sale, which is usually this weekend after Thanksgiving, you can also buy those over there with Sybil. And garage sale tickets for that will only be on sale now for the next couple of weeks, and then they won't begin to sell again until the fall. So you might want to do that. Shirley mentioned the vendor fair. There are lots of folks in our community who are willing to help you in one way or another, and you can learn about that by coming to the vendor fair. Now, we still need some volunteers for the garage sale. We can always use people in the mirrored room, but more importantly, we can use people in the snack bar. So if you have a desire to help TMAC earn money for your activities, I'll take your name, and or you can put your name in the book, and we'll be glad to have you help us to sell donuts on Saturday morning. And that's a pretty good deal. If the people are hungry, you get out early, because once we sell them, we're done. So you can sign up on the credenza, and that will be great. It's a fun job, actually, and a lot of people have volunteered to work in the mirrored room, but we do need a few to work in the snack bar as well. Special events. This week, remember, is a substitute program at sundown. I mentioned earlier that I had difficulty finding information, but all of a sudden I found their website. If you go to Sundown Country Band, Florida, you'll find a terrific video to watch about this particular group. They consider themselves a modern classic country group, and they play music primarily from the 1980s to the 2000s with things done by Reba McEntire, the Judds, George Stewart, Travis Tritt, all the standard folks that were very popular at that time, and for that matter still are. They do one top hit, as they say, after another, and I think you'll be very pleased. There's six musicians in the group, and they do a lot of good stuff, and you also find that they do an awful lot of patriotic things as well. Okay, so that is on Sunday, and tickets are available at the door. This week is going to be kind of crazy here in the hall, and Billy's going to be kind of busy, so she won't be really available all the time to sell tickets, but we can always have tickets at the door. So if you're interested, it's $10, and of course, if you have a season ticket, it's already taken care of. come early, have dinner with us, and we have some great bookings for next year, and hopefully about next week I'll start giving you a better rundown on that. Prices will remain the same next year. It's one of the few things in the United States that's not going up, and we have the best entertainment for the buck, so you might want to think about that for next year. We'll be selling season tickets after the April 9th show, which is our last show, both at Monday Morning Coffee and in the office. Management Day, there's been a lot of information about that already today. Don't forget that check your book and find out when your activity is, if it hasn't taken place already. Remember, we need at least 10 for a prize. Some may not run because you can see in the book that there just aren't any people there, or there isn't a coordinator. Prizes will be awarded at Management Day Friday, and there'll be prizes as listed again in the book. So if you have an event, make sure you tell Billy who won so we can give you the prize. Okay. Oh, speaking of that, foul shooting will be tomorrow at 10 in the Bash area. Okay, and if you haven't signed up, come anyway. Okay, this day in history. In 1760, there was a great fire in Boston. 349 buildings were lost. In 1792, the Parisians okayed the use of the guillotine. In 1852, Uncle Tom's Cabin was published, and I'll bet you don't know this, but the subtitle of that was Life Among the Lowly. In 1854, the Republican Party was formed, and in 1976, Patty Hearst was convicted of armed robbery. If you were born this day, you were born the same day as Ozzie Nelson, who was born in 1906, Carl Reiner in 1922, and my idol, Mr. Rogers, in 1928. Okay, and also in 1948, for you Boston folks, Bobby Orr. This month is Irish American Heritage Month. It's National Caffeine Awareness Month. It's National Peanut Month. And for you ladies, it's Women's History Month. This week is National Chocolate Week. It's National Button Week. It's Act Happy Week. It's Fix a Leak Week. And it's Shakespeare Week for all the English folks. Today is the first day of spring, of course. It started at 6:29 this morning. It's Alien Abduction Day, okay? So watch out. It's Snowman Burning Day. It's Won't You Be My Neighbor Day, in honor, of course, of Mr. Rogers. And it's International Day of Happiness, okay? So no reason not to be happy. It's the first day of spring. The aliens are here to take you away to a better place anyway, and you can honor your neighbor, of course. Welcome table, Sue.
Hello. Good morning. We have 3 new couples to introduce today, so the only thing I wanted to remind new residents of is the new resident social on Monday, April 3rd, right after coffee in the community room. So we'll get started with Daryl and Kathy.
Stand up. Hi, I'm Daryl. This is Kathy. We're from St. Louis, Missouri. We've been married almost 5 years now. Happy to be here.
We met online.
Yeah.
Took me 23 years to find him, but he was worth waiting for. That's it.
That's it. Sorry, folks. You're up. Oh, we're in Dreamcatcher. 3509, third house to the left as you come in. Indian Summer Trail.
And if you find me walking around looking like I'm lost, I am.
She is. But she's blonde, so, you know. You're up.
We're Dennis and Nancy Tewksbury from Concord, New Hampshire. Hey. We live here in the community at 1100 Shadow Ridge Drive. My wife was a secretary for 27 years in the school district, and I was a consulting engineer, civil structural consulting engineer for 40 years. We have been married for 53 years.
I think that's probably all that we need to say, 53 years. I would like to say that I am a gluten-free celiac person, and if there are anyone else here who has the same problem, I would love to get together with you.
I'm Guy Bledsoe and Robin Malik. We're from Atlanta, Georgia. If you ever been to Atlanta, oh well, good luck. I'm a retired truck driver, and I got tired of snow and ice up in Atlanta, so we moved down south there. I used to live in Sarasota years ago, and I transferred down here years ago to Avon Park. So I decided I'd come down here and check out the area. And we love riding motorcycles too, so I can ride every day down here like I did in Sarasota years ago. We enjoy it down here.
You gotta tell them Dreamcatcher.
We live in Dreamcatcher. We live on 4153 Smoke Signal. Thank you.
Is that it, Sue? Okay, I hope you realize, folks over here, that first of all, you notice that they ask you where you live. That's because tomorrow morning you can expect them all to come over for coffee. So, we have spies that'll know when you're getting back. By the way, folks, when are we expecting your first child? 5 years of marriage. Anyway, okay. We welcome them just as we welcomed you when you arrived, and we hope that you'll take part in a lot of the activities that you've heard about today, particularly, of course, Management Day. Remember, even with Management Day, we play bingo on Monday night. Make a new friend, bring them along, wave to your neighbor. We've had a lot of complaints about that. Wave to your neighbor, and have a great week. Thank you.